Hello and welcome to Joy of Books with me, Miss Joy. Today's offering is the Hannah Moscowitz book, Zombie Tag. This young adult fiction book was released in 2011 and contains 240 pages. Sharing his views in the book today is author and teacher TC.
Well, I enjoy a good zombie film, and obviously The Walking Dead was exceptionally successful on the screen, particularly during the pandemic era. So I chose this particular book because I wanted that post-apocalyptic take on the zombie storyline and narrative. So we'll be very, very clear and state right from the off that this is actually not that type of zombie book. I took a bit of a chance on this title, but I have to say I'm glad that I did because I really, really did like the originality of the plot. It was certainly from the very off something that I wasn't expecting, something different, and something that I quite enjoyed. So the main character is this Will Lowenstein, and he and his parents are still reeling from the death of Will's brother Graham, who's a couple of years older than him. Now, Graham died from an asthma attack and collapsed in the bathroom, and obviously this left an indelible scar upon that particular Lowenstein family. In order to try and cope with this horrible family tragedy, Will plays this game, Zombie Tag, a game that he actually invented along with his brother when his brother Graham was still alive. So this game involves, one of the characters being the zombie, and then obviously chasing the other players, and when they catch them, touching them, and then obviously they become a zombie, and so on until the player at the end survives, if you like. So Will is kind of the king of this game, and he loves playing it. It's his outlet for coping with Graham's death, and he loves everything connected with zombies, always on the internet researching zombies and how to kill zombies. In the actual game itself, he has these spatulas from the kitchen to fend them off. So it's all very innocent, but of course that's that tragedy relating to his deceased older brother. Now, a little bit further into the story, he's at his friend's house, and the father has this top government job, and it's in there that he discovers that a bell exists that has the capability, when it's wrong, to bring the dead back to life. Well, they're dead within a 5-mile radius, shall we say. However, upon finding this bell, Will feels compelled to ring that because he's so desperate to bring Graham back. Now, within minutes, there's a knock on the door. He's at his friend's house where the bell is, which he finds in the basement there. And it's actually his friend Anthony, his grandmother, that comes back to life, and she comes into the kitchen as though nothing's happened, looking obviously very ropey, but other than that, she's alive. The bell has worked. So of course Will rushes home, knowing that it's only a matter of time before Graham returns, and indeed he does. So I have to say 10 out of 10 for originality from this author, whom I hadn't come across before, Hannah Moscowitz. Certainly an author I'll be looking out for in the future. The originality of the book is excellent, and a really remarkable spin on the zombie story, if you like. I was surprised actually that it is a female author because the writing comes across as a very believable teenage boy. the narrative, the kind of stunted speech patterns, and the kind of binary thought processes that occur in such a young mind. But yes, full marks for originality, full marks as well for giving Will a very, very believable voice. And it's been a while actually since I came across a book that has that level of believability in the main character, especially one where you've got a female writing as a male. That's quite a skill to pull off. She has achieved that for sure. Going back to the zombies, like I said, it really isn't the type of story that I was expecting. A little bit of disappointment for me because I was hoping for that zombie apocalypse type story, and this book deliberately it isn't that. And of course, that's probably a big reason for its popularity. A book that's been very well received, to be fair. In terms of the zombies themselves, they're not looking to eat people and kill other people at all. They're just looking to find a way to cope with the life that they're in, which essentially is an emotionless one, where they're unable to feel any kind of emotions for anything, okay, for food, drink, family, friends, activities. And of course, the problem is that Will and his brother further apart than when they were alive, even though he's brought his brother Graham back. So he doesn't feel that he can bond, he doesn't feel like it's really his brother. He feels like he's quite boring, really, and can't get excited about life. Now, one might argue, well, that's teenage boys, isn't it? All over that description is. But in the context of this novel, it's certainly frustrating for Will. There's an interesting part later on in the novel where he follows his brother, convinced that his brother is going to start killing people and go on a zombie eating rampage. And he locates them underneath this bridge with all these other zombies that have been brought back to life, if you like. And he thinks that they're plotting to kill everybody when really they're only trying to find a way to kill themselves. Okay, the zombies want to kill themselves because they're not enjoying the life that they've been brought back to. Again, 10 out of 10 for originality for the writer. So overall, very, very interesting book. For me, maybe 30 or 40 pages are too long for my tastes in this particular genre, but maybe that's just me. It's certainly a book that I would recommend you have a little look at, though. Maybe if apocalypse and zombie stories aren't your thing, but you want to kind of dip your toe in that area, or maybe break that area down a little bit if you're fearful of that type of book, I would suggest that this is the book for you. But certainly highly original, full marks for originality, some really good quality writing there as well, and I would recommend people have a little look at this one.
Well, thank you very much for your review of the book, TC. The Hannah Moscowitz book, Zombie Tag, is available from all good book outlets. Thank you for joining me, and please remember to like and subscribe to Joy of Books.